Yo, what is going on, guys? On today's episode, men are ignoring modern women and they cannot seem to take it. Make sure to subscribe if you are new here, drop a comment, and let's jump right into the video.
I promise you, the easiest way to never talk to me again is to not call or text me for a couple hours and get on social media. Get on social media, but don't call or text me. Like, you in the free trial phase, baby.
I don't think this woman fully understands what's happening here. First of all, if a dude doesn't reply fast enough, usually it means he's busy, maybe he's, I don't know, working. But more importantly here, she treats it as though the man is losing her. I don't think this is how this works. I think she has got this backwards.
Women want these traditional men while offering nothing traditional back. You want provider energy, but you mock masculinity. You want leadership, but then you fight for every decision, right? And you boss them around, or you want things every specific way without allowing them to take leadership. You want effort while giving bare minimum. You expect emotional intelligence while offering nothing but chaos. You cannot demand traditional treatment while contributing absolutely nothing to the relationship.
Let's be honest, guys, women will insist that you have to be the provider, be the leader, do all of this crap, when in reality they provide very little in return. It's no wonder that dudes stopped bothering, in my opinion.
Yeah, where are all the men, like the good, real men at? Where are you guys?
I know, where are the men that like want to take you on a date? Like, I don't
hit, come in my DMs,
right?
Please.
I don't need dinner though. See,
No.
you know how some people like first date they want dinner? I don't want dinner for the first date because I want to be able to talk without food in my mouth.
Yeah, even like when guys suggest movies, I'm like, why would I go to the movie theaters with you on a first date?
No, exactly.
Why?
Like you and I
Just
could go
sit
to a
in the
movie
dark,
because we know each other now. But
Yeah.
when we first met,
No, I want to talk.
I'm going to try and keep it polite and friendly here, guys, but these women complaining that dudes don't want to date them or take them out on dates is pretty damn laughable. First of all, these women don't take care of their health whatsoever. And second of all, you have these women complaining about dinner and then also complaining about the cinemas. Like, women want men to take them on dates, apparently, but then just cross off random places because they feel like it. Get the hell out of here.
What's wrong with 50-50? If you're a true feminist and believe in equality, why is there a push for men to still be traditional, but women shouldn't have to conform to old traditional roles or equal? What's wrong with saying we're not equal? We have equal value, but traditional roles. Because if you want him to still provide and protect, what's wrong with him expecting traditional roles from you? What do you guys think?
She asks the one question this all comes down to here. Equal worth is not the same as identical roles, and wanting him to have the traditional duties while she keeps the modern freedom just doesn't make any sense at all. Men figured that one out fairly damn quickly, way before TikTok.
I have been a man's equal for far too long in relationships. I'm not looking to be your equal. I don't want to be. I want to be your rib. Let me be your rib, okay? Let me be up underneath you. Let me, be protected. I don't want to be a man's equal no more. Because baby, there are no prizes, okay? It's just stress. I want a man to lead me. Okay? I want a man to lead me. I want him to take care of me. I want to feel taken care of. And I'm not just talking financially. I'm talking emotionally. I'm talking spiritually. I'm talking physically. Be taken care of. I'm tired of being burnt out. I'm tired of feeling like I got to have 1,000 tabs open in my mind to make sure everything is good, including the things that as a man is supposed to take care of. I want to be feminine. I want to bask in my femininity. And I know that's going to mean I got to shut the fuck up sometime. And I'm okay with that. I will shut the fuck up. Okay? I will be quiet. I will obey. I will be obedient. Because, baby, I'm tired. I'm tired.
Videos like this are hilarious to me, guys, because you will have women saying, oh, they're done being a man's equal. They want to be led. They want to be protected and cared for emotionally and financially, obviously. But the reason why they're saying this, guys, is not because they love the man, not because they want to be a good wife or a girlfriend, but because they don't want to work anymore, right? It's very conditional, okay? She's going to be conditionally feminine, and that's just not how this works.
On a real ass note, is there any men still left that like would actually kiss the ground that their woman walks on? Or like is this only for the jokes now? Like, what the fuck is this? I feel like there's always something else, there's always someone else. There's always something more that they want. Or is it like y'all really just need to be locked in with like one person, like that's actually the love of your life? Or like what makes that? Like, can we talk about it? Because I feel like everyone just be fucking playing.
Wanting to be worshipped by a guy who's only just met her is absolutely hilarious. Men used to put women on a pedestal for free and learned what that got them, so they simply stopped doing it. Nobody's holding back, the price just went up and men are not interested.
But this is what happens when you are a man without boundaries. This is what happens when you allow people to talk to you and treat you however they want to. And for those of you that think you're the better man, you're the bigger man for just being able to handle all of the abuse that you would take from your friends and your family and your loved ones, that doesn't make you good and it doesn't make you strong. It turns you into a victim of abuse and will always lead to you being in relationships like this. And the worst part about this that you're not taking into consideration is that you are showing your children what a relationship looks like. You are teaching your boys that this is what a marriage looks like. You are teaching your girls that this is how you treat a husband. And I'm only saying this because any of you who are using the excuse that you should stay in this marriage for the children, all you are doing is passing down a generational curse that will cause them the same, if not more pain than you are in right now. And I know you don't care much about yourself. That's why you allow everyone to use you and abuse you. But I hope you care about your children. If you've experienced this yourself and you're trying to figure out how to change, how to turn this around, and how to be better, man, come hang out with us. Come train with us and learn what it takes to go from a nice guy to a good, strong man. As always, stay strong, kings.
He's not telling the husband to yell back, he's telling him to stop taking it. The bit about the kids watching should hit the hardest here. Putting up with everything is not strength, it is wearing yourself down, and in my opinion as well, men should stop putting up with this nonsense.
I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like men aren't really like that funny anymore. Like I'm not dying laughing at men's like jokes. Like, are you guys okay? Like obviously for me, the most attractive man to me is a man that can make me laugh. And I feel like I've not laughed from a guy in like so long. But like shit has not been funny lately. Shit has not been fucking funny at all.
Men figured out that a joke can cost you a job, a friend, a night out, a social circle, whatever, so most of them stopped swinging. This isn't a personality change, it is just men reading the room in the first place. Around people they can actually trust, they are still funny.
I find it so funny when I like start talking to a guy and they're like, "You're so beautiful, you're so pretty," and I'm just like, "Bitch, you don't even know me like that." Like if my friends call me beautiful or like pretty, I'm like, "Oh, like I love you," because like they know me, like they know my soul. But it's like when a guy does that, it's like, what are you trying to get? Like, what are you trying to do? Like, can you like stimulate my mind out of a conversation and then call me beautiful? That's the vibe. But like if you're just like, "Wow, you're so," like, bitch, you don't even know me. Like get the hell out, like get the fuck out of my face. I can't. Because you know when guys come up to you at the club and they're like, "You're so pretty," like I'm just like, can I just have a good time? Can you just let me dance? Can I go? Like I don't want to, like, and that's the funny thing is that like girls go out to club to have fun and guys go out to hook up, right? I mean, not obviously like that's black and white thinking, but you know, that's like the general idea. But I'm just like, can you just get the fuck out of my face? Please.
See, videos like this are exactly why men stopped complimenting women, by the way. You have women like this who just lose their minds, and then the same women, when they turn like 40, are begging for the compliments again. At the end of the day, guys, men cannot win, so they simply decided to stop playing altogether.
It is so funny because I read online about how these men are like, "I want to go back to a traditional society where the men are the leaders and the women are, you know, at home with bare feet." What the fuck ever. Not my thing anyway. I'm just tired of reading that online, and then I go in public and men don't even know how to hold a door anymore. Men don't even know how to say, "Excuse me." You like I was just at Ponchero's and I get here to pick up my order. This dude, my age, basically runs to the door to get there before me. I'm like, okay, maybe he's going to hold it. No. Opens it, lets himself in, and then lets it close behind him, so I have to reopen it. Okay, now manners. Then we sprint up to the counter to beat me there. I was at a golf course the other day. I think there were 6 or 7 or 8 even opportunities for men to hold the door. I'm not talking about a whole hold the door, usher me in. I don't care. Politely prop the door open for me to be able to get in without needing to reach over and open the door. I'm within 2-3 feet behind them. None of them. 0 out of 8. Okay. I'm sorry, but I don't think women are going to be barefoot in the kitchen if we can't even get the damn door held and if we're racing 28-year-old men to the fucking punch line.
Here's the thing that this woman does not understand. Holding a door turned into something a man could get scolded for, so plenty of them just stopped doing it. She wants the old manners back without the old rules that came bundled with them. Cannot really blame the men for reading the room here.
Story time about how I just got fired from my job this week for making a TikTok. So last week I worked on New Year's Day, and that was the last time I worked. New Year's Eve. Sorry, New Year's Eve day. And that night I got a call and I was asked to explain Christmas Day, which I made a TikTok with 2 other girls that I worked with. And so I admitted that, it was my idea. I picked the TikTok. And then they were, asking me, did everyone know you were going to post it? And of course, you don't really make a TikTok not to post it, right? So, they said, we'll figure it out by Friday. We'll call you and let you know. And I was like, okay.
Claiming the video as her own while complaining about the fallout is quite the move here. Filming inside an operating room was always going to be a problem. I don't know what the hell these women are actually thinking, guys.
I'm not sure why nobody wants to speak up about this, but I guess I'll be the one to do it. There is a serious shortage of attractive, eligible, mentally stable, emotionally available men. We need to get a search party together, figure out what has happened, where have they gone, and what do we do about this? Because it's a problem.
This has to be a joke, right? We need a search party for good men, and then she just goes on to list what she finds attractive, by the way. Trust me, guys, these women are not looking for good men. They are looking for, men who have a lot of money who are also attractive at the same time. Like, anytime a woman starts to go on about emotional availability, it already tells you that she just hooks up with chads who couldn't care less about her.
Look, I have said this before and I will say it again. There is no shortage of good men. It is simply that you don't see the men that are good men in your life as dateable, but they're probably good friends. Like, they're probably in your friend zone. And then for the good men that aren't in your life, it is because they're not looking to date. They probably spent far too long in a relationship that took advantage of their goodness. Those men are either working, they're either at home, or they're just hanging out with friends or doing some sort of hobby in seclusion. So if you really do want a good man, you better look in your friend zone or do all that you can to put out positive energy about men, because they will see you and they might take a chance on you then.
This is absolutely true. The good men are already sitting in the friend zone, or they just left dating entirely, or maybe even left Western countries, to be honest with you. A lot of these guys have no reason to actually pursue women and no reason to bother. There is your answer.
So I'm watching this podcast of this woman who's having this entire dialogue about how she wishes men could just get back to a point when they were like prideful over the fact that they paid for everything. They were true providers. What is this 50-50 nonsense? Back then, men paid for it all, and women, whatever they had, it was theirs. It was theirs to keep. I find it so interesting that women of today, they always pick and choose. You pick and you choose through history, and you just want to do like a build a man, right? You just want to take the little bits of knowledge that you have, and you want to just put it all together in this pretty package and call it yours and pretend that it's something that you would actually want. Because let me just cue you in, for those of you who aren't aware, the men back then, they had women who stayed at home. They had Tupperware parties. They weren't going on girls' trips to Vegas or some island where they could get naked and do whatever they were going to do.
Taking the provider half of the deal and dropping the rest is basically her entire complaint here. Those men paid for everything because that setup made sense at the time. You can't cherry pick one side of the bargain and still call it tradition.
They were simply at home. They were taking care of the home. Women today, you don't want to be asked to cook, to clean. You don't even want to clean up after yourself. You want a man to also pay for somebody to come and do that. I mean, at this point, it's getting beyond ridiculous. You sound like a bunch of spoiled, bratty children. Listen, if you want a traditional man, if you are really, truly interested in a traditional man, there's no problem with that. But be a traditional woman. Why? Because a traditional man is going to be looking for a traditional woman. It wouldn't make any sense otherwise. And if you want to be all about your freedom, if you want no chains, no comments, no opinions, you don't want a man to tell you what you can do, what you can wear, where you can go, and who you can be with, hey, more power to you. But you need to find a man who is interested in that lifestyle. There's nothing wrong with either one. But stop pretending that there is. Just because he's not your cup of tea doesn't mean he's not somebody's, and it certainly doesn't mean there's anything wrong with him.
Who would have thought, guys, that a traditional man obviously wants a traditional woman? It's obviously going to pan out this way, and many modern day women want a traditional man while not actually being traditional themselves, and then they wonder why they are 35 years of age, still single with a cat or two, and boxed wine to keep them company. If you would like to get early access to videos, weekly lectures, and case study breakdowns of human behavior, make sure you check out the members area link below in the video description. Otherwise, make sure to click on one of these videos on screen now if you enjoyed. Make sure you take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.